everyone. Today is Thursday. I think it's September 11th. I have the day off. Thursdays are my day off. I work all weekend and pretty much every other day, so I take off Thursdays. And I'm going to spend the entire day riding. We had some showers come in last night. I thought it would make things cooler, but I don't think it's going to get really hot today, but it's humid just from that showers that came in last night. So I got covered up just from the, so I don't get burned all day from the sun. And I'm going to enjoy myself. I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm just going to ride all day, get on the highway, and just take off. I'm thinking about going over to College Station and then on 190 over to Huntsville, and I think there's some forest, national parks, forests or something over that area, so I'm going to give that a shot. I'm just excited to get out and go for a ride. I don't even care if it is hot. I just need my therapy today. So anyway, I'll turn it back on a little bit later. I'm kind of stuck here at a stoplight, so talk to you later. Bye. Well, hello there, everyone, again. I just thought of something I could talk about real quick. My very first car. I didn't have a car in high school. Back in the Midwest, my mom didn't like to drive in the wintertime in the snow, so I got to take her car to school in the winter. But I got a car just after high school in the summer because I didn't go to college right away. So I worked 5 years right out of high school at a steel mill, or steel tubing, made steel tubing. But anyway, my dad loaned me, I think, $300, and I might have had $300. So I found a 1967 Ford Fairlane four-door. It had the dual headlights, one on top and one on the bottom. Four-door. And I don't know, a lot of you might remember, but it had the vents, like you'd open a triangle vent, boom, you'd just throw in air on you. It had a vent down below. You pull a handle, and air would come in down by your feet. So I don't think it had it didn't have air conditioning. But anyway, I loved that car. I couldn't use the trunk though, because the rear quarter panels, if you're from the Midwest, you know how they salt the roads when in the snow, so your cars would rust. They call it the rust belt. So my quarter panels were completely rusted out, so if you put anything in a trunk, it would roll out. It'd have to be pretty big, but if you put anything small back there, you'd lose it. It'd be gone. Anyway, the car, I love the car. Took it to work every day, and it had the front bench seat, so my wife, or my girlfriend at the time, could sit next to me, and it was just pretty cool. And I mean, you always remember your first car just because it has a lot of memories. But I eventually, as I started working for several years, I traded that in on a van. I had a blue, it was a kind of a longer van, but it was like a two-tone blue. It was just kind of empty, but I customized it myself. And you got to remember, this is back in the probably 70s, 77. I think I might have got the van in 78. But I completely customized it myself. I used like on the walls, I used like a white cherry paneling, and then I used a blue and white shag carpeting for the roof, the floors, and the walls to kind of like a split, folded over and split in between the paneling. And I built a big bench in the back and then down the sides, and I had these big wooden poles kind of going up, like little beams kind of going up. And eventually I built I had captain's chairs in it. I put captain's chairs in it. And then eventually behind the driver's seat, I built like a closet, and in the closet, and then below that, it had like a, oh, it was kind of like a refrigerator, but it wasn't. It was just like a big, you know, open door kind of ice box, really. But it was pretty cool. I mean, I pinstriped and put like arrows, like one pointing that way and one pointing that way. Kind of stupid, but I love that van. I mean, I drove that thing for a long time. I think it got like 8 miles per gallon back then. So when gas hit $1, I used to figure, oh shit, I got to get rid of this thing. I'll never be able to afford gas if it's $1 a gallon, because I think I was paying like 40-50 cents a gallon back then. So anyway, that thing was cool, and I got a picture of it. I had it. Oh, it's still winter, so I had snow tires on the back, and the driveway's all muddy. But I opened it up, took a picture of it. You can see a sleeping bag in the back, because, you know, I had a girlfriend. So it got cold when we were out sitting still, and so we covered up. So I don't think her dad, I don't think I ever showed him the inside of it. Otherwise, he'd have freaked and never would have let her go out with me. But anyway, I love that van. I'll put it on my, I have a Facebook page. I'll put it on my Throwback Thursday kind of thing. And it was just a cool, I mean, the doors were carpeted and everything. So it was just really, you know, custom vans back in the 70s was awesome. And I had a custom van. You know, I customized it myself, but I did a pretty good job. You know, that you use that contact cement, boy, you stick that glue. You know, I put, you know, just some real thin plywood all around so something the glue would stick to, so it looked really nice. And I put a little, like racing steering wheel on it. I even think I had one of those barefoot gas pedals. You got to be old to know what I'm talking about, but it's a gas pedal you kind of mount on your other gas pedal, and it's like a barefoot, chrome barefoot. But I had that too, so it was just, I loved it. It was cool, man. We'd cruise up on cruise night, and you know, it'd just be fun. Anyway, enough for now. Bye.